So what's going on, guys? It's Jeremy, it's speakboxing. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel before you click on any of the videos. Also comment below in the comment section if you guys have any opinions in what I'm saying in any of the videos. That always is appreciated if you guys could drop me a quick sub or two on my channel. So Deontay Wilder knocks out Luis Ortiz in 10 rounds to retain his WBC heavyweight title in a very good fight. Like, the fight started off cagey, you know what I mean? Both guys were just having a look at each other. Both guys knew what each other brought to the table in terms of power, but Luis Ortiz, you know what I mean, he was trying to be the aggressor. He was the one who was landing shots, he was the one coming forward, and they weren't really damaging shots, but he was the one who was nicking the rounds, because Deontay Wilder and anything, he was very low volume. And Deontay Wilder's been like this in the past. When he fought Gerald Washington, he was the same. He let the first 3 or 4 rounds go in that fight, and he did it here against Luis Ortiz. He was just looking for an opening. He had that right hand cocked all night long, and he was a little bit frustrated with Luis Ortiz because Luis Ortiz's movement, the southpaw stance, did trouble him a little bit. But I was just thinking he was being patient, and he managed to drop Luis Ortiz in the 5th round with a shot to the side of the head. It was a great right hand that was on the side of the head of Luis Ortiz that buzzed him on the temple, and Luis Ortiz wasn't that badly hurt, but the shot did drop him. He looked surprised that he was dropped, to be honest, but that is the power of Deontay Wilder. Like, he can just hit you with a shot out of nowhere, and next minute you're on the canvas. And then, you know what I mean, the fight carried on to be cagey. And then Luis Ortiz in the 7th round hit Deontay Wilder with a fantastic shot that just totally rocked Deontay Wilder. His legs went, and Luis Ortiz was just landing some clean, hard shots on Deontay Wilder, and Wilder was all over the place. He was very close to being stopped. Like, the bell saved him in that fight. Like, if the round, I don't know, was a minute longer or something, maybe Luis Ortiz could have stopped him. That's how it was looking. But Deontay Wilder went back to his corner very hurt, and then he came out in the 8th, and he was still very hurt, but he managed to survive the 8th round. You know what I mean? He was just moving, trying to tire Luis Ortiz out, because Luis Ortiz lost a lot of energy in the 7th round, obviously, with that barrage of shots and that attack on Deontay Wilder. And, you know what I mean, he didn't really go for it in the 8th round when Deontay Wilder was hurt, so a lot of people are going to say that he let Deontay Wilder off the hook. 9th round, Deontay Wilder came out sharper again. You know what I mean, he came out sharper, and he was landing snappy shots on Luis Ortiz, snappy jabs. And then in the 10th round, he managed to land another hard shot, similar to the first knockdown, like to the side of the head, and Luis Ortiz's leg just went completely, and Deontay Wilder managed to drop into his knees. And it didn't look like Luis Ortiz was going to get up, but he managed to survive the count by a second. But then it was just over. Like, the writing was on the wall. Deontay Wilder just jumped on him, hit him with another barrage of shots, big right hand again. Luis Ortiz sunk to his knees, and the referee waved it off, and Deontay Wilder retains his WBC heavyweight title. And technical flaws were shown by Deontay Wilder tonight, but that's nothing new with Deontay Wilder. We know technically Deontay Wilder isn't the best fighter, but he has other strengths like his awkwardness, his range, and he has that ferocious power that can just end the fight. Like, you could be levels and levels ahead of Deontay Wilder in terms of boxing ability, but he hits you with that right hand, you're going to be in trouble. And that's what happened tonight with Luis Ortiz. He was the better boxer, clearly, than Deontay Wilder, but Deontay Wilder just had that power, and the reach at times was effective from Deontay Wilder. He was there first because his reach was longer than Luis Ortiz's, and it's just his get out of jail card. And Luis Ortiz will probably be kicking himself now, because he was, well, saying that, all 3 judges had Deontay Wilder up by a round by the end of the fight, which is bad in my eyes, because I thought Luis Ortiz was winning the fight. Like, I really did. Even though he was dropped in the 5th round, I thought he was winning the fight until he was obviously knocked out. But you know what I mean, Luis Ortiz was probably thinking he was winning the fight, but now he'll know that he wasn't. And he could have just maybe coasted the last couple of rounds, but he was getting very tired, and that was his downfall, in my opinion. He was very tired, and he walked onto a big shot, and that's what the commentators were saying. That's what Johnny Nelson was saying on Sky Sports. He was saying, look, Luis Ortiz is tired here. He could very easily walk into a shot, and that's what he did against Deontay Wilder. And you can't do that against Deontay Wilder, because at the end of the day, that right hand is real, and it's a very, very legit shot. And Luis Ortiz, you know what I mean, he just couldn't take it. And you know what I mean, he tried. Where does he go from here? It's probably too late for him now to get another crack at the heavyweight title, to get himself back into a mandatory position and stuff like that. But you know what I mean, Luis Ortiz, he got his opportunity tonight. A lot of people felt he shouldn't have because he failed a couple of drug tests and stuff in the past, but he managed to get the opportunity, but it just didn't work out for him tonight. Even though I had him up at the time of the stoppage, the judges didn't, so, you know what I mean? Some people are saying it's better to get knocked out the way he did than to get shafted on the scorecards. So, you know what I mean? He went out on his shield. He showed a lot of heart getting up from that knockdown in the 10th round, but, you know what I mean? Deontay Wilder is a ferocious puncher and he's a prolific puncher, and he showed that tonight against Luis Ortiz. So, yeah, good fight, good heavyweight fight. Comment below in the comment section. It's JM, it's Speakboxing.